And we're back. Woo! Make sure all my neighbors didn't hear me yell. Probably like, what the fuck was that? All right, guys, so check us out. Gonna do some analyzing, as I am, very analytical. My neighbor's got an awesome truck. Side note. On my way to do some comedy. I am so excited about this, guys. You know, I haven't used the, all right, I don't want to digress too much, so I'm just going to dive right into it. You know, I am a storytelling comedian. I tell stories, okay? And the other day I was kind of just, I had some thoughts about something having to do with doing like a few one-liners. And what happened was, basically, I thought it would be a good idea. Only fix my camera. What's up with that? A little bit better? A little bit worse? A little bit better? A little bit worse? All right, cool. And I was telling myself, you know what? It'd be a cool idea to do some like one-liners to get people loose and, you know, get them laughing at everything, and then dive into my comedy. It's actually really great for a few reasons. Number one, it sort of loosens people up to your style of comedy, your sense of humor, and they're not time-consuming. They're very punchy. They're very short, which is good. Plus, it also adds on to length of my regular material. This weekend, no lie, probably it was Saturday morning, those creative juices were on, and they were flowing. And I started just thinking about all these one-liners. Just, they were basically like punchline after punchline after punchline after punchline. And I just kept jotting them down and jotting them down. And then I rehearsed them, and it was like 2.5 minutes, or maybe even 3.5, 4. It's about 4, yeah, about 4 minutes worth of one-liner jokes, which is really amazing because it might take you a week to get one good minute. And I've already tried these out to a lot of different people, and they all laughed. Almost all laughed. So here's the thing. I'm gonna use this for the material that I'm saying tonight. My goal is, if it's a good crowd that likes my sense of humor, considering they haven't come out to see me, so they don't really know what to expect, I will use this video tonight as like a promo video for the contests and festivals and stuff like that I've been talking about on previous videos. Sorry if the lighting is kind of poor. Does this help any? Let me try that. I didn't make any help. Well, you can hear me, so whatever. But if it's not, I'm just gonna have to keep trying, and you know, I'll be better the next time and the time after that. But this is really, really important to me because I know what talents I have, and I've crushed before, but it always is and always will be crowd dependent, because unlike other art forms, you could just blow through a song and not ever have to worry about crowd feedback or crowd participation. They're, you know, they may be quiet, they may be screaming, whatever, but it's not like a rhythm, unlike comedy where there is an ebb and flow to it. That's actually a good way to kind of impress myself in that one. So the ebb, telling the joke, the flow, coming back, or maybe it's the ebb that comes back, but whatever. So, which is a lot different stylistically compared to singing, where it's just all outward, nothing inward. Okay? And that's the truth. You think about it like that, it really is. So, as I'm building my audience and I'm building my crowd, I kind of just gotta hope for a good crowd when I'm making a promo video, such as I'm really trying to do now. And I say that as in like promo video to promote myself, because a lot of these concerts, not concerts, but like, well, that too, like festivals and stuff like that, they want a video tape of you doing like a 5-minute set of comedy, and they want you to crush. And if I have style A of comedy, and I have a crowd that loves style A, just to give an example, doesn't matter about the letter, then I'll do great. But it being a complete random crowd of people, it's not that I won't do great, but it'll appear that I suck. And I know that's not the case, because I've done long segments where the whole thing is good, and I've also done comedy sets where not everybody likes certain jokes. And anytime I have a set that's it's like perfect and it's really tight, I always try to make it better. Even this joke that I've been working on, this one joke, an intro joke that I start out with, within the last few days it's even got better. I just figured out a way out of nowhere to sort of condense it and trim it down. Now, because I'm a storyteller, and not trying to look cool, you see there's light in my freaking face, alright? Anyway, so Home Depot, $5, holla. Anyway, so what's kind of cool about saying one-liners is that because I do a lot of stories, and that's my favorite for real. In this last weekend, I've learned a really valuable lesson. That guy was flying on his motorcycle. Which is, by not doing a segue, you can take that time of a joke out, and you don't have to transition into the next joke. You can just go straight into it. And that's something that I'll be doing more often, because all of my jokes, my stories, I don't like to say jokes, but whatever. All my stories are linked together. And I realized that I spent about 5 seconds, maybe even 6, 8, okay, of transition time to have a good segue, transitioning from one thing to another. And when I started doing all of these one-liners, I realized that, like, how great not doing a segue is. So it was a really valuable lesson this last weekend. Yeah, it's just, I'm always growing and working on growing to be a better comedian, the best comedian. Yeah, it really has been a great last weekend. Now today is Tuesday, June the 25th. Not that that matters a lot, it really doesn't. But it was only relevant to say that all of this wisdom, alright, you can call it whatever you want, for me calling it wisdom. But seriously, it's not just knowledge, because it's like, it goes so much farther than just one application, drop of knowledge. This whole thing about the one-liners is something that I will incorporate and do and want to, and I have fun with it too. It's just, and not just that, the wisdom of not segueing to condense, to get more jokes and not have to transition from one thing to another. I remember looking at a comedy of mine that I had been writing since 2008, seriously. And I told myself, how am I gonna fit this into this? I always try to link things, everything together. But guess what? I'm not gonna do that anymore. I mean, situation bearing, I always can, because it's like, it's nice to group things together. But if there's something great right after that I want to say that's not related at all, I can just pause and then change gears, you know what I mean? And it's such a big deal to me, because comedy means more than everything to me. Because it's who I am, and I believe in myself, and I believe in my abilities and everything. But it's not just belief, it's hard work. I put a lot of hard work into this, and it's, you know what, it's the work behind the scenes that makes the champion, not just that day that you fight. I am very, very analytical, and I have said more than once that for me, what works best for me, okay, getting out on stage as much as possible, it's good to a degree. It's good if there's something that I'm leading up to, that I'm working on, if there's a bigger goal in hand, on deck, on site, and if I'm working towards something. But when I'm still working on material or trying new stuff, I like to take the following day to evaluate it, and then the day after that to update it, create it, make it better. Because that's two different things. They're pretty much, I have like a two-part process, and I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Step one is coming up with the idea, however it comes up with, okay? And then kind of combined with that step one is trying to get it as close as possible before I say it on stage, by talking to friends, passively, not directly, but like, if my phone cuts out on me one more time, I'm like that close to getting a different phone. My phone overheats for nothing. But anyway, all I was getting at, you see I'm in traffic now, I've been on the road for 10 minutes, maybe 15. I'm like, whoa, where did all the cars come from? Maybe you can see it, maybe not, but I'm in traffic now. I'm almost at the comedy club. But all I was saying is just that I pretty much break up my comedy into three different parts. One is the creation of the joke, and I try to get it as close as possible before I actually say it on stage. When I even do say it on stage, I don't even evaluate it until the next day, because I might tell myself I did a lot worse or a lot better or whatever. So second day is evaluation. The third day is to edit, make those alterations, correct it, and really work on it. You could say that, you could combine that second and third day together, but honestly, deleting stuff or working on it, like, the reviewing, in my opinion, is different than the actual editing and having a new product. You know what I mean? It's kind of done together, but it is two separate parts, and I don't like to blend that, because I feel like you're trying to do too much too soon, and that's just me. And then the fourth day, I'm gonna sound like a gangster. On the fourth day, it starts all over again, and I take that new creation that I've already evaluated, already edited, and try to improve on. And that fourth day is when I actually say the newer version of it. And then it just over and over again repeats and repeats and repeats and repeats. 5, 6, the second day and third day, etc. So, but yeah, I'm super excited about this. It means a lot to me, and yeah, I'm just gonna have so much fun. It really is my intention to have a great crowd, but there's nothing that I can do about that. But I also learned a valuable lesson recently, indirectly, and well, not directly, all indirectly, which is after a show. So let's just say there's 50 people in an audience, and I only make 30 of them laugh, but it's consistent. In a complete random audience, I'm probably not going to make them all laugh for everything, no matter what. Okay. Within the first few moments, minutes, etc., of making the exact people laugh, I know right off the bat that those are my crowd, those are my people, those are my audience. Everybody else, more than likely, you're not going to develop my sense of humor and what I stylistically believe is funny, and the kind of things that I say for comedy as funny. So it's not, it's not that I want them to laugh. I do, but I focus more than less on those people that are scattered about the room that are laughing consistently to my sense of humor. Those are my people. And what I'm doing for those people is directly after, I'm starting to get their contact info and give them my contact info and bond with them in a sense, if even not just briefly for a moment. That way I can build my audience, because once I can build my audience, I can tell people to come out, and it will be a show where they are all my people, and it's no longer random, which is such a great, amazing thing to do. And I've got other stuff in the works as far as how I'm going to get that done, but more will come when this next thing happens. So that's all I got for now. I just wanted to give you an update. I might do another video after this on the way back. It'll be nighttime when you see it again, and I'll be basically saying how I did, and potentially might even say however I did. I'll be using the video from tonight for the promo video that I'm trying to make on myself. So, but yeah, I've prepared, I've rehearsed, I know all my material. Now I just got to have the right crowd which is always integral. It's always important, and make it happen. So wish me luck, past, present, future. You're gonna see us at some point. I love you guys. If you like this video, actually, I'm gonna say the end of this just in case I don't make a video. Otherwise, you're gonna hear it twice. So, in case not, here it is. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to Benja, B-E-N-J-A, just short for Benjamin. Well Done, W-E-L-L-D-O-N-E comedy. Should know how to spell that, hopefully. And check me out on Instagram, Benja, at Benja, B-E-N-J-A, Well Done, W-E-L-L-D-O-N-E. And that's it. I don't got anything else. I don't got a sidekick. It's just me in the car. So take care, guys. I'm out. Peace. And we're back. Get some light on in here. A little bit better. Maybe I can do better than that. A little bit better. A little bit better. Yeah, it's a little bit better. So I went on tonight, and honestly, I love all people, not being weird, just being honest. It was an all-black crowd, almost all, and that doesn't bother me at all. But I haven't performed in like an almost all-black crowd in a while. So half of my jokes worked awesome. The other half, not at all. Seriously. So I'm definitely going to go back there. It reminded me, and it was a good, valuable lesson. I'm not going to use this as the promo video. And it reminded me, and it didn't really teach me, but it reminded me of a valuable lesson that I got to have material that sort of like pleases everybody, in a sense, without changing my style of comedy. I did not do any of the stuff that I had rehearsed. I sort of just thought of it on the fly based off of other comedy sets that I had done before. And I did that because I didn't get greedy, but I knew I already had information that worked. It was such a packed crowd. I thought it was a great opportunity to try to do a full set of type material that I know I've made even better. But crazy thing is, the stuff when I do accents and the Russian voice, I got these voices that I do, which to other crowds that I haven't done in front of non-black crowds, are hilarious. They didn't laugh at all. So it was a great crowd. It was a great audience, and they really thought it was funny, but for some of the jokes they didn't, and that's not good enough. For this video, I gotta have it be everything tight, pristine, perfect, and I gotta have them laughing every between 5, 10 to 15 seconds maximum. So I'm not disappointed because I did learn something, but I'm just gonna keep working and improving and getting better and getting it. So that's all I got. I said I'd do one more video, maybe, and this is it. So, you know, when I don't do something perfect that I care about, okay, I just can't stop thinking about it. Excuse me. I can't really stop thinking about it until I go back and correct it, until I do it perfect. And I cannot wait to get back on stage and try the new stuff and some old stuff and get that perfect 5-minute set, because I know I've done it before. I have it inside me. The one set that I have is like that was on video that I could use. It's a little older, and I wanted something more fresh that's new, because I'm a lot better than I am yesterday. I'm a lot better than I am now than I was earlier tonight. So yeah, I just had a lot of fun, and it was a great, awesome, great, phenomenal experience. And I can't wait. I'll be doing comedy tomorrow as well. Maybe, definitely Thursday, but maybe Wednesday. But tomorrow is pretty much just to get to know people. I don't like to say networking. It sounds too like pompous or whatever. But just to make some associates, some acquaintances and stuff like that. Because if there is like a good show or something like that going on, I could always, you know, message them in Facebook or something, and you know, they would remember me. You know, my idea was, oh, and here, listen to this crazy shit. My idea was to get there around 7 o'clock, 7:30 at the latest, and to hang out with comedians and, you know, just hang out the way that I used to. Only problem was there was a meat truck, a truck carrying meat, which spilled out on the highway, no lie, and it took me 2 hours and 5 minutes to drive somewhere that's only 30 minutes away. I got to stage late, and conditions weren't the best. I made as best as I could. I learned, I got better, no excuses, because it's all learning, you know. That's not all learning. I mean, I did a lot of stuff, not just good but great. But again, here's me analyzing and being critical in a good way, not overanalyzing. But yeah, so that's just what happened. And when I get home when I get home tonight, turn everything off, get a fresh look at it tomorrow, and keep working on my material. So that's all I got. You can see even right now I really am thinking about how to make it better, and not necessarily what I did wrong, but how I did things that are good and make them great. Perfect example. There was an all-black crowd. There's something called jungle fever. Jungle fever used to be an old phrase when like a white guy likes black women. All right. They thought that shit was hilarious. Everyone was laughing, cracking up and everything. But if I say that in front of a white crowd, because it's not like a part of their culture, more than likely, black people always know about it, they don't laugh. You know, it's comedy is so interesting because there's these like cultures and subcultures, and you know, yeah. So, excuse me, twice. Yeah, that's all I got. But I almost feel like I could get like a happy medium, like a happy middle ground for some jokes. But I gotta have them all be great. You see what I'm saying? That's the yin and yang of this whole thing. Because some stuff I crushed, some stuff it flopped. Maybe, you know what, next week I'll just use the one-liners that I've been working on, and just try something new. Just have fun with it. You know, hopefully I'll crush. You know, honestly, part of the thing is I switched up all my material. That was another thing that I would have rehearsed a lot better. Because at the very last moment when I saw it was like an all-black crowd, which I'm completely comfortable in front of, and it was a packed house, that was a perfect opportunity to use material that I did know that worked. The only problem is I also mixed it with material that I hadn't done in front of a black crowd. And should I have got there without the meat truck thing that happened, I might have done things differently, but that's just how they happened. Again, not in a bad way, but that's just how it happened. So, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, hit the like button right there. Sorry, responsible driver. And please subscribe. Check me out on Instagram at Benja Well Done. That's BENJA Well Done, WELLDONE. Have a great day, guys. Stay beautiful. I'm out. Peace.